Bakersfield, California, often overlooked by tourists and aspiring residents alike, may be the ninth most populous city in the state, but it certainly isn't a dream destination for many. While every city has its pros and cons, Bakersfield seems to carry more challenges than benefits, especially for those seeking a higher quality of life. Here are the top reasons you might want to reconsider before packing up and moving to this Central Valley city. While Bakersfield is not the most dangerous city in California, it has seen an increase in crime over the years, particularly property crimes like burglary and vehicle theft. Although violent crime is not rampant, the city's crime rate is still higher than the national average. This can be a concern for families and individuals looking for a safe place to live and raise children. Violent crime in Bakersfield is notably higher than the country average. Crimes like aggravated assault, robbery, and homicides contribute to this. In 2023, Bakersfield ranked high on lists of U.S. cities with elevated violent crime rates. According to FBI data, Bakersfield had more violent crimes per 100,000 residents than the national average, with trends pointing to a steady increase over the past 5 years. The city is often ranked in the top 10 for violent crime in California, which includes larger metropolitan areas like Los Angeles and Oakland. Property crime is another major issue in Bakersfield. Theft, burglary, and motor vehicle theft are prevalent in the city. If you visit any supermarket in the city, you will surely notice that its security patrol has been significantly reinforced in the last years, and security guards look more like SWAT team than ordinary security officers. In 2023, Bakersfield had more than double the national average rate of theft, making it one of the worst cities in the U.S. for this specific crime. Gang-related crime remains a significant problem in certain areas of Bakersfield. As with many parts of California's Central Valley, the city has been impacted by gangs involved in illegal substances, violence, and other criminal activities. This contributes to higher levels of shootings, assaults, and violent crimes in specific parts of the city. Gang-related violence tends to spike in certain areas, and the presence of drugs exacerbates crime rates in vulnerable neighborhoods. Bakersfield's crime isn't spread evenly across the city. Specific neighborhoods, particularly in the southern and southeastern parts, experience higher crime rates. Crime in the city saw a significant uptick in the years following the pandemic. Economic strain, unemployment, and other societal pressures have led to increased crime rates, especially violent crimes. According to a 2023 report, Bakersfield experienced its highest number of homicides in a decade, reflecting broader trends in many mid-sized American cities. Another issue here is the extreme heat. Bakersfield's weather is another factor that makes life here less than appealing. Summers are scorching, with average highs in the 90s and 100th Fahrenheit. Temperatures can soar to unbearable extremes, sometimes reaching over 115 degrees. The heat is oppressive, making outdoor activities nearly impossible for much of the year. If you're not a fan of living in constant air conditioning, this climate will be a challenge. What's worse, Bakersfield doesn't even have the mitigating relief of ocean breezes or nearby beaches. The closest beach is over 2 hours away, meaning you're stuck in the heat unless you're ready to make a day-long journey to escape. High unemployment and limited job opportunities. Bakersfield has struggled with high unemployment rates for years. Even though California has experienced economic growth in recent years, Bakersfield has lagged behind. As of 2023, the city's unemployment rate remains higher than both the state and national averages. While there are jobs available in industries like agriculture, oil, and some manufacturing, these sectors aren't for everyone, and the lack of job diversity can be limiting. Many new residents find themselves either commuting long distances for work or struggling to find employment. This is especially true for young professionals or those seeking opportunities in more modern industries like tech or finance. Poor air quality and pollution. One of the most significant reasons not to move to Bakersfield is its terrible air quality. The city's air pollution is notorious, making it consistently rank among the worst in the nation. Bakersfield's air quality is not just bad, it's hazardous, particularly for people with respiratory conditions like asthma. Much of this stems from the agricultural industry surrounding the city, combined with industrial emissions and pollution blown in from the Los Angeles basin. According to the American Lung Association, Bakersfield often tops the list of cities with the worst short-term particle pollution and ozone levels. Living here means breathing in some of the most polluted air in the United States, with frequent unhealthy air days. Surrounded by miles of farmland, Bakersfield's economy is heavily dependent on agriculture. But this also brings a host of problems. The chemicals used in farming, such as pesticides and fertilizers, contribute to the already problematic air quality. Additionally, the area is notorious for causing severe allergies. If you have seasonal allergies or sensitivities, living in Bakersfield could be a nightmare. The agricultural industry doesn't just affect air quality, but also water. California has long struggled with water scarcity, and Bakersfield's farming demands exacerbate the issue, with residents facing drought conditions and water restrictions in many years. Despite its relatively low cost of living compared to other California cities, Bakersfield has a high proportion of renters. Many residents are unable to afford to buy homes due to the rising prices, even though the area isn't particularly desirable. The city has seen a population boom in recent decades, but much of this growth has been concentrated in lower-income, rental-heavy communities. Owning a home in Bakersfield can be a struggle for many, and the large rental population contributes to less stable neighborhoods. This dynamic often leads to a less invested community, as transient renters may not have the same stake in the local economy or upkeep as homeowners. Bakersfield is one of the most obese cities in the U.S. Around 43% of its population is classified as obese. This brings with it a host of associated health problems, such as diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. The combination of limited access to healthy food options, a car-dependent lifestyle, and a lack of outdoor recreational spaces contributes to the city's obesity problem. While the city has parks and gyms, the extreme heat often discourages outdoor activity, leaving many residents stuck indoors and living a sedentary lifestyle. For those who value nature, cultural diversity, or exciting social activities, Bakersfield can be a real disappointment. The city is lacking in terms of scenic beauty and recreational opportunities, especially for outdoor enthusiasts. While there are a few parks and the Kern River runs through the city, these options pale in comparison to what you can find in other California cities. Culturally, Bakersfield offers limited options for nightlife, fine dining, arts, and entertainment. Most activities revolve around chain restaurants and local dive bars, which might not be appealing to young people or families seeking a vibrant lifestyle. For more sophisticated entertainment or cultural experiences, you'd have to travel to Los Angeles, about 2 hours away. Bakersfield is one of the most conservative cities in California. While much of the state is known for its liberal politics, Bakersfield leans heavily Republican, with about 57% of the population identifying as such. This political atmosphere might not be for everyone, particularly for those coming from more progressive regions of California or the U.S. For some, living in a politically conservative area isn't an issue, but if you're looking for a city that aligns with liberal or progressive values, Bakersfield may not be the place for you. The city lacks the attractions that typically draw young adults. While it has several colleges, including California State University, Bakersfield, the city's entertainment, job opportunities, and overall vibe are not geared toward a younger demographic. Many young people tend to leave after finishing school, seeking better career opportunities and more vibrant social scenes in other California cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, or San Diego. While some people might find reasons to love Bakersfield, affordable housing, small-town charm in a large city, or its agricultural roots, it is far from a perfect place to live. Poor air quality, limited job opportunities, extreme heat, and a lack of recreational and cultural amenities make it a challenging environment for many. Add in high crime rates and a politically conservative atmosphere, and you have a city that might not be the best choice for those seeking a balanced, healthy, and enjoyable lifestyle. Before moving to Bakersfield, it's essential to weigh these factors carefully to ensure it aligns with your personal and professional goals. If you found this overview helpful, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.